Hello, everybody, and welcome to 48-hour art check round 130.
What? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Don't make me second guess it, man. I did the math.
What?
Yeah. I did the math. I literally went on and I read everything. I made sure that they all lined up, and then last one was 129.
What? That's
Yeah,
just
around
such a
130.
surprise. What?
Yeah, we were doing this 130 rounds. I just looked back at 81 and I saw my Bieber hair. You should have made me cut it right then. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. We're around 130.
Wow.
So, anyways, welcome back. We've been gone. We've been a little busy.
Yeah, so we're gonna chat the whole time. Honestly, it's been
As if
such a
we hadn't
long.
seen each other.
Yeah, it's been such a long time that I've got a ton of crap to show anyways. So our check is gonna be probably longer. You are okay. I was like, you froze.
Did I?
You did freeze.
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Of course, the one time I try and stream in a month, my Wi-Fi's like, excuse me.
We can't handle this.
You used to be a sales representative, but no. All right. Anyways, yours is gonna take way longer, so we're actually gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. So.
Oh wait, can we clarify for the people? We've been on vacation.
Oh
so
yeah, we took a vacation.
I went on vacation for it was 2 weeks. I was 10 days in Hawaii, but then the week before I also took off of work and stuff. And then a few days after I got home, Kayla left for Disney World. So that's what happened. We have been on vacation, not at the same time, not the whole time, but combined, yes. So that's why it was so long. We haven't just been slacking off and not doing art check. We literally nothing's lined up. So
yeah. No, so to tell you guys everything, Emily came back on Friday. We had a party for our friend on Saturday.
Yeah.
We left on Sunday. Emily and I have seen each other 3 times in the month.
Yeah.
Outside of art check, which is weird because we usually see each other.
Well, that was including art check, technically.
No, we've
right?
seen each other. Yeah, because we haven't done art check at all. And then my flight got canceled, so we were supposed to be back on Monday. And I said, okay, well, we can probably do an art check on Monday. My whole Disney World vacation got pushed back a day. And so I didn't get back until Tuesday, and then Wednesday was mine and my husband's 1-year anniversary. And we didn't really do much to celebrate. We just kind of hung out at home and didn't hang out with people. And it was kind of nice because we had been with people a lot.
Yeah.
And oh no, we went and we reorganized the house and everything. You've seen it, but we got all the new stuff for the house. And then yeah, so yesterday we were hanging out. We hung out at a different time last week too. And I was like, art check tomorrow? And Emily was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's genuinely, I don't know about you, but I've missed it.
Yeah. To be honest, dead middle of it, I forgot about art check.
Oh, when I was in Disney World? No. When you were in Hawaii, my phone kept on my phone notifies me 30 minutes before and then 15 minutes before every Monday, Wednesday.
That's smart.
Otherwise, I forget, man.
It works out that I get home, have a half hour. I get home at 6:30, and ideally I'd be setting up at 7. So it's kind of just get home, and Wednesdays I get paid. So it's get home, cash in my check, and then get on, and that's all I do. So works out for me.
So anyways, yeah. So we haven't been no, we don't want to do art check. I'm excited to be back because I'm ready for my productivity level to increase again, but also it's a really much needed break.
Yeah.
My biggest project was a cake.
I ain't said cake.
Yeah. You saw it in person, which is probably more impressive than this picture I took. But I was really into like, I've never talked about this on our chick. I was really into like, I wanted to be a pastry chef.
You have talked about this.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
This
so I
was
wanted to be a
the
pastry
Ask
chef
Us
growing up.
Anything.
Yeah, so I wanted to be a pastry chef growing up. And so this is like some weird like biological family trait thing. You're unfocused. And so we all just kind of like decorate cakes. And I don't remember ever being taught. I don't remember any of that stuff. I remember watching my mom do it. And then I remember doing it a couple times. And then I haven't done it in like 4 years. And so then I made this. This is a Minecraft cake that I made for my friend. So it took like 3 hours to do, because like each one of these is like a separate little dollop, and it's literally the whole cake, and it changes greens on the sides of the cake.
It's a creeper. Yeah.
Yeah. So I made it for our friend's 20th birthday. And
Turning
then
20, he's a little baby.
I know, he is a little baby.
Oh.
He's so he loved it. He freaked out. He loved it. And then other than that, I did some photography while we were in Disney. I know that there's other stuff. It's just not like, I'm trying to do a fast recap and not do every little thing.
No, we don't have a topic.
Are we doing every little thing?
Our topic is like, you can spend as much time. I'm not doing every little thing, but I'm gonna take my
I know,
time.
but everything that I'm doing is like, okay, 1 second. Give me a second.
You're like, well, then in that case.
I know. I gotta figure out what the heck I have even done. Oh, my Instagram. I forgot about that.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
Instagram. I hadn't launched it yet, had I?
Yeah. No,
I hadn't.
You did it over our break.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
So, here's how it's gone. So, this was like, no, sorry. This was the launch.
Uh-huh.
And then it's kind of gone from there. So
lots of Disney, I see.
Yeah, lots of Disney. I did every day that we were in Disney. I have edited the pictures to all be like similar edits. So every one of these pictures has been edited to kind of match the Disney ones, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one's like our first date, like the day that we met each other. So I didn't like edit that one, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of photography, kind of just editing, getting really good at affinity. When we were in Disney World, we made this these Spider-Man ears. And our photographer never took pictures of our wedding rings. And
what?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we asked for that we didn't get, which is, it is what it is. It's past we can't redo our wedding day.
Yeah.
But so I didn't even think about this before because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna skim over everything. So you can see that the wedding rings are blurry.
Uh-huh.
And that's like the best picture that we had of the whole thing. Yeah, Spidey ears. Hey, Frank. And then this is the best picture that we had of the rings. Mm-hmm. So I just did a little photo compositing and like masking and kind of all that stuff, and then wound up with this in Affinity.
Okay.
So we finally have a picture of our wedding rings.
Nice.
In Disney World with the Disney castle in the back. And then I took a similar picture for my best friend, but that has her wedding date on it yet that she hasn't announced, so I'm not going to show those.
That's cool. That's okay.
Yeah. But I took some pictures for her. Those pictures, those mouse ear pictures, involved like laying on the ground in the middle of the park with my phone upside down, like no shame. People were coming up, what are you guys doing? Taking pictures of our rings, sorry. And then, sorry, I have to go like back through because I can't remember when the heck we took our break. I've done a couple of like small little things in Procreate right now. Mm-hmm. I'm currently trying to color match. My brother really likes this color on a car, and it's like a dark red, so of course I'm not very helpful, but I'm trying to like color match it in Procreate. Mm-hmm. I've done some D&D stuff in Procreate. I drew out like physically drew out like our house and everything, and that took a while because I tried to do like grid and like ratio it in Procreate. I was bored.
I'll show you, but I did a very similar thing actually.
Yeah, I saw you pull it up. So I did that, and I'm doing my best to figure it out. Oh, and you made the investment of getting like a nice desktop.
Mm-hmm.
And I just made an investment into
some
visual stuff. Yeah, my monitors. So I have these huge.
You've got 3 monitors, and you've got one mounted above the other 2.
No, it's a TV that I bought a long time ago. So my monitors were pretty crappy. I'm gonna be honest. They they came with the desktop that I bought, all that stuff.
Oh.
I couldn't do colors like well on them.
My nice gaming monitor, reds and blues suck on it. Yeah, like I'm really glad that I have something that's made for artists because it's a lot more color accurate. It's not like perfect.
Yeah. So I mean, this isn't perfect either, but it definitely is extremely different. So I invested and got to like HD 23 point something inch monitors. And I like just got those because even though I'm not visual anymore, I still want to invest in it. I still want to do stuff with it. All those types of things. So yeah, a bunch of my projects got put on hold because it also just was summer and there's challenges in there, obviously. Because I did the whole working thing and all that. But those are kind of the main ones. Everything else, like I definitely did other stuff. It's just not like saved or like saved as like a memorable thing for me to go back to or something like that. But yeah, just a few things here and there. Disney was a lot of photography, and from that is going to be a lot of photo editing. I just haven't sat down to do it yet. We like just got like the professional Disney pictures back.
Oh.
Yeah, so we did like
that's what you guys were talking about on Discord.
Oh yeah. There's a channel for Disney. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like my 7 weeks breaks to be breaks.
Yeah.
Since we took a break from art check, I kind of let it be more of one.
Yeah, that's fine.
But anyways,
is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So
I didn't do the banners. I'm so out of practice.
Oh my gosh. I thought something was missing. Okay. So rewind all the way back. Okay. The game plan was for the week. I had like a little bit less than a week off of work before I went to Hawaii. The plan was to write as many episodes as I could, ideally 8. That would be 2 weeks worth of episodes in 1 week. Okay. By the time I got back from Hawaii, I was behind 8 episodes. But since then, I started episode 50 last night. So that's cool. And then let's see. I've hit the point now where it doesn't matter exactly when I finish writing season 1 because everything I'm doing feeds into the final product now. I'm like at the phase where I've bought my dialogue font. Like I'm hunting for like the final, like what am I going to use for line art? Like what brushes? Like I'm doing that kind of stuff. So this is, can I zoom in?
You posted this.
Yeah, I shared this on my story. This was, I made this in Procreate just because I was on the couch and I didn't want to come in here. Apartment layout, ignore like the scribbled in places. I just wanted it to be a square and I couldn't get it to be a square. So whatever, you're just not going to see those parts. But every bedroom and bathroom is just a copy of the other one so that when I do the backgrounds, it's not difficult. Like the decor and stuff will be different, but the layout of the room won't really be different. And that won't change, so that'll be good. Somebody pointed out that this is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom apartment. And I was like, it's too late. Oh, well.
It's like okay. How am I going to put this?
I wanted for a long time to call it a pod. Because it's more of, there's a place in the middle where everybody meets.
It's more of like a dorm in my, like, yeah. I can see it, when I saw it, I didn't think about it being a 4-bedroom. I was like, oh yeah, everybody has their own room, everybody has their own bedroom. I think pod, like, how do I put it? I'm trying to not spoilers.
It's like they all live together, but it's not like they all live in the same house, but it kind of is. It's more of just they share a living room.
They're set up into like teams of people, and then they all share a living space based on that team, and so they need individuality in their own space.
Otherwise it's basically all of a room they would have had, and that would have just been it, plus like a kitchenette, but instead they're all mashed together into one, like there's one locked door to get into all of that. Anyways, I did that. And then I am going to
wow.
Right? I'm so legit. I'm desperately trying to. I have not picked this up in a while, and I need to, but I'm going to be using indoor backgrounds are not my forte. So I'm going to be using this and using 3D models so that I don't have to put a bunch of stuff in perspective and then draw it. It'll just be done for me. Because I just don't enjoy it, so I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, there's like several things that I'm going to, like, I'm at the phase now where I'm hunting for, like, I have to build a cafeteria. I need to build some offices. I'm going to buy a utility van 3D model. Like we're at that point now where I'm like looking for stuff for the backgrounds, which is really exciting. Okay, I don't know what order this is in, but I'm gonna throw up some sketches and other stuff that I've done. Drew children. Don't really draw children, but there are some scenes with children in it, and so I've been trying to figure out what these characters looked like when they were children, stuff like that. Oh shoot. Let's see.
Leaves.
This one. Okay, this is my font.
Oh.
It's from Blambot. I can't remember what it's called. This drawing is really terrible. So please don't judge it. I just kind of wanted to see how I'm going to do like the speech bubbles and stuff like that I haven't really planned out that much. This one is before this, so this is out of order. This is a sketch I've done before, and I was just like, let's just color it. Let's see how I'm going to color it. I don't like it. Yeah. There's also a screenshot because this was before I bought the font, so that's why it says gregarious crushing defeats, and there's something hovering over it because it was a screenshot. Okay. This is my most recent thing that I made. Look at how adorable he is. He's just dancing. I made this at your house, by the way. I started this at your house, and then I finished it.
When we were watching Big Brother?
Yeah. Actually, this was when we were chatting afterwards. Yeah. I used this. I made an actual Instagram post. I was like,
yeah, you did.
Here's an update. Here's what's going on. So yeah, did that. I just really love how like fun it is. I don't know. I'm getting a lot better at like just figuring out what a line of action is and not needing to look at like a reference specifically. I mean, I did look at a reference, but he wasn't in this pose. I was just looking for like the jacket. I made this the same day. This is like me attempting to figure out what the colors for like baseline, what a normal scene will look like in the colors, not necessarily the detail, because I don't know how I'm going to execute that yet. What's that? We've seen that already. We've seen that already. This is a sketch of some characters. I have other ones of
He
other
totally
characters.
looks like Milo.
Okay, do you know what happened? So my boss who follows me on Instagram, he replied, he's like, science guy from Atlantis. And I was like, I tried in this one to make him look less like Milo Thatch. Apparently it's just really obvious that I was thinking of Milo Thatch when I came up with him. To be fair, his
Be careful, Disney's gonna come
colors,
at you.
his colors are way different though, and he's definitely like not the same character. Like he's the brains, but he's a totally different type of character. He's much older. Anyways, it's much more minor of a character. I've been trying to look
the
at
circle glasses and
it's the circle glasses. Yeah.
It's totally the circle glasses and the parting of the hair.
It's really funny because the only reason there's circle glasses is because that's easy to draw. Like maybe I'll change it to like half moon glasses, but I feel like that's a little too old and dusty. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's that. I feel like that's all of it. While I was on vacation, I did not bring my iPad and I did not bring pen and paper, and I regretted it. And I really wanted to draw. So I bought a notebook in Hawaii that has sea turtles on it because it was only touristy stuff. And it's got lined paper, but we watched Jurassic Park on the plane ride over to Hawaii. And I just really, 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 really wanted to draw a ginger bent. What's his name? Shirtless dude.
Chris Pratt?
What's his name? No, the old Jurassic Park.
Oh, I've seen that once.
I decided on vacation. I think that might be my favorite movie.
Seriously?
It's really hard, or at least maybe it's not my favorite. That's harder to commit to, but it might be the best movie.
No, yeah.
Jacob, no, it's not a Marvel movie. It's Jurassic Park.
No, my favorite movie changed.
Okay, what is it?
Free Guy.
Well, that's a good movie.
It's so good.
But it is good.
Shook. I slammed my desk.
What's his name?
I don't know, man. I'm afraid of typing in shirtless guy Jurassic Park.
I made a lady version.
Travel down this. the pride in your
and then
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. I made a lady Jeff Goldblum.
He is in Marvel, by the way.
Look at that. And then I was really satisfied with myself, and I was like, okay, I did this with pen and paper, so like I didn't get to pinch and zoom and Command Z.
He is in Marvel.
He is? What is he?
Yes. He's the Grand Master in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, okay. Trying to think. The other thing that I haven't shown is I did a lot of other sketches. There's definitely other sketches that I can't show at all. Mm-hmm. You haven't seen them. And you're not going to see them. No,
because I'm behind on reading.
No, like you're not going to see them forever. Like
this is my first time being.
This is like season 2 stuff that I was drawing. Yeah, I was drawing that. Now that I'm like at the end of season 1, I want to write draw season 2 stuff, which isn't helpful for me at the moment because the characters some characters look a lot different in season 2 than they do in season 1. But yeah, I'm getting there, dude. Like I'm at the point where I'm starting to think of like, what is the promotional stuff going to look like? That's still ahead of myself because I need to make it and then do stuff. But I'm get there. I started episode 50.
I want to make you a PR campaign book so bad.
Oh.
And have that be my senior project.
Yes. Oh,
really?
Yes. I mean, it depends on when it lines up because my, like you're saying you're going to do free advertising for me. Is that what you're saying?
100%. I just need you to like know that I need your participation because it's a senior project and my life depends on it.
Really matters. Well, oh my gosh. Am I allowed to make all this visual stuff?
Yes, because I'm PR now.
Okay, so I can design everything and you can just do all the part that I don't like doing?
Yeah, so you design the content. So you design like the content and then I design the book and I give you the book.
What does the book do?
You saw the book that I made last semester? It just has all of your information in it. Like your target audience, like a bunch of research on your target audience and like a bunch of research on all this stuff and like a bunch of like here's what your content can look like and like here's your strategy that you should be implementing and here's this and this and this and this.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. And then for your senior project night, you got to be like, yo, go read this comic.
Meet the author.
Whoa. Yeah.
You'll just come over.
Too. Yeah.
You'll just have to come to my senior project night.
Yeah.
And stand there.
That'd be cool. There's blood in it. Is that okay for school?
I just don't show the blood.
Just don't show the blood. That's a good idea. Yeah, I won't show any blood in the advertisements, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Listen, unless the people watching this back or the person watching right now is going to somehow send us a message and say you cannot do this for your senior project, and I know that they aren't my faculty mentor because my faculty mentor doesn't follow this. I don't even think my faculty mentor is going to care.
Cool.
He's going to have me do stuff for his social media anyways.
Well, now you're doing it for me.
Yeah, I think it would just be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like I'm still trying to figure out how to name it.
I thought you named it already.
I did, but I don't like it that much.
That's fair.
Like, I think it fits. It's vague.
Here's the thing. No, it would give the name, but you're thinking of a way.
I think if I were to do any play on it to make it longer, it gets preachy somehow. It gets like and it gets kind of like too meta. You know what I mean?
That word.
It's a basic word, and the problem is
the timing of media, entertainment media, and the timing of your comic. And what you want to name it and what the word is becoming an entertainment media are not mixing. It's not?
Wait, we need to have a discussion about this. I need to have a discussion with you anyways because I've legit brainstormed like multiple sessions. I still haven't figured out a name. The other problem
I'd have fun. I'd be down.
Yeah, I do need help. The other problem is that there is a one and done Canvas webtoon already with the same name. So it's not an ongoing. It's not an ongoing webtoon, but it's there in Canvas, and I can't be like, go look for this on Canvas because they could click on the wrong one and be like, this doesn't look like Emily's art, but I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah, I just think what you're going for. It's just poor timing with what has come out recently. But the meaning of the word that you have chosen was great until this other thing came out, and it's not gonna work anymore because people are not gonna get what they're expecting.
This is interesting because I don't know what you're talking about. So.
I know we're on very different sides of the entertainment world, and it's very, very hard to not say the word. And
yes, honestly, it's very hard. I almost
whoever is watching this, if whoever is watching this knows who I am, they've probably already figured out what the word is, and I'm very sorry, but I'm trying.
That's really funny.
They also have to they have to know me. They have to know a specific like subgenre of what entertainment media I'm on, and then also be on that. Mm-hmm. The one person who I think could figure it out would be Kerr.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, it's not going to work. And the more that I think about it, it's not going to work. and my brain only falls back onto that one title. Some
I think you got
variations
some
on the
cool.
title. I do
think you
not
got
like
some
the
cool
variations
ones.
on the title that I have. So it like needs to be something else. I don't.
We got it. We got
Yeah.
this. I got you.
I could
I'm your
use
PR rep now.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm so sore. Okay.
Maybe I'll just do it this semester and hire. No, I can't.
Nah.
I
Next
can only
semester's
do you.
fine.
Okay. I know. I also need a client for this other PR class to make it more bearable.
Yeah. See, I next semester will work fine.
Because you'll have more stuff.
I'll have more stuff to show, and I'll actually be closer to launching if I haven't launched yet. So, I mean,
soon.
Goal was early 2022. That's next year. Wow.
Yeah, man, that's like 3 months from now. 4 months from now.
Like before mid 2022.
Okay.
I don't know. There's some wrenches that are being thrown around, and I'll talk about it in challenges. They're future challenges.
Before I possibly leave Rexburg.
Yeah. Don't leave.
I'm sorry. Hey, listen, man. I did not go seeking this job.
You're like, I want to get out of here.
It's not even that, because I'm leaving my husband here. This job is, I can't pass it. I can't pass it up if I get it. I'm on round 2 out of round 3. So, and I haven't even been contacted about round 2. So.
Oh, okay.
It's a far off thing.
Okay.
I'm a little bit hopeful, but also it's gonna be very, very sad if I leave. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about challenges.
Challenges. I just made Emily sad. I'm sorry. Challenges. For me, besides vacationing, obviously.
Right.
Let's see. I started work at this place, and it tanked my mental health, just down the drain completely. And then I decided not to work there anymore. And then I had about like a week of recuperating, and then Disney. And so it was very like, oh, this place, like, it was just really hard. And some jobs aren't good for people with like certain disabilities, and that's fine, and I get it. But it was really hard because I haven't had that, because I've had such great bosses and mentors who have always met me where I am. And I didn't ever think like, oh, outside of this bubble, it's not going to be like that. And so that was like a weird little realization to come to. And that was hard because, I just kind of played a lot of video games. I just kind of went back to video games a lot. And then just kind of waiting for this semester, because I've been trying to figure out my senior project, which I apparently now have a plan for. Yeah. And it's been a lot of like brainstorming. And then, like I said, this job has I'm not even going to talk about it, because if I put it out on YouTube, then it's going to be real. And I'm going to be more disappointed. But anyways, this really cool company reached out to me through LinkedIn, just trying to connect with me, saying, hey, we're interested. Can we talk? And I was like, sure, we can talk. I would love to hear about your company. That wound up being round 1 of interviews. And so then, that's what I had to do. I had to fix my whole resume. Anyway, so then I had to dedicate this time to like fixing my resume. It's a PR job. I took my portfolio out of LinkedIn. I took my portfolio link out of because my portfolio is just visual stuff, and I don't want to be hired for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one thing that I've been told is don't show what you don't want to get hired for. And I hadn't touched my LinkedIn in such a long time.
Yeah.
That it just kind of, I like had to dedicate all this time to updating that, and then updating my resume, and being back and forth with this company. And this was in like 3 days of like, hey, or like I was in Disney. They said they wanted to talk, or they wanted me to reach out. I reached back out to them 2 days later. I heard from them, hey, can we meet tomorrow? Something happened. They couldn't do it. Friday, finally got in touch with them. And then just like, boom, from there, like everything just kind of, and then now I'm just kind of waiting. But that took up a lot of time from like, hey, I'm back from vacation. I actually am not stressed right now. I can do stuff. No. And so it was just, yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, school starting up is just a stressful time. I don't do well with change, never have.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like a new thing, but I'm kind of excited for it because I think it sounds like I'm going to be forced. I'm going to be forced to do stuff and I'm going to turn it into art because the bare minimum is turning in a Word document and I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, there's a fly. Sorry.
We have the same problem in our apartment. There's like 2 flies living in here right now, rent free, and it's really stupid.
If they were paying rent, I would be concerned.
Yeah. No, I would be fine.
You would be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I don't know. That's just kind of like a bleh. The biggest challenge was seriously just going on vacation, lack of art check too. I mean, I started art check 130 rounds ago because I wanted to make sure that I never stopped. I never stopped creating. And then when it started to die off, and before you came on, I realized that, oh no, I do need this. And I mean, nothing lined up. We weren't able to do it. And so that was also just like, like today, I was like, oh yeah, I have art check today.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing much art besides photography. So, yeah, all those things. But that's like my hopefully quick recap. Emily.
Challenges, vacation. I don't know about you, but I got tired of not making art.
Bro, my productivity insane. I didn't bring anything to be productive on.
I brought my laptop, so I started writing, and I didn't get very far on vacation for like obvious reasons. I was still distracted. There was a movie rental at the hotel for free, and so in the evening, there's not much to do in the evening because you're basically swimming all day. So we would watch a movie, and so I would I just started writing while we were doing that after a while. And I wrote on the airplane, but I was actually like itching to get back to doing stuff again. It was like art, not being able to draw like drove me crazy because I really wanted to draw something in particular and couldn't because I just didn't have pen and paper. And so anyways, there's that. I was also just like distracted the first part of it, like before I even left. It was really hard for me to focus. And that's the thing, that it has been hard for me to focus. I'm guessing ballpark within 10 episodes of finishing season 1, which is crazy. But it also means that every single episode is I'm making a critical decision that kind of builds up to a point that defines the rest of how everything's going to go. Like everything is mattering. Well, what information am I leaving out and including? What stuff can be saved till next time when it's not building up to a cliffhanger? It's going to end in a cliffhanger because that is how TV series work. That's how webtoons usually work, so that you have a motivation to pick up the series again 6 months, who knows how long after you've been, not reading it. And so it's all building up to this thing where I've just got a lot of major decisions to make. And so what's happening is I go, this is really difficult. I don't know what to do. I need to mull this over. And so what I have to do is I have to walk away and not write. And if it's really bad, it's a couple days before I try again and it actually something happens. So I finally hit that point yesterday where I'd been coming back and trying to do stuff and being like, no, I'm not ready to write this yet. I don't know what I want to do. And like what would usually happen is I'll be like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try something. And then I get in there and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. And then I drop it. So I had been reworking and restructuring episodes 48, 49. And then I finally like ordered it all the right way. I think even 47 as well. So that was confusing and difficult. And then I finally started, like, I was like, I know what we're doing now. Like, I finally found a way to end it. And like, I wish I could explain what I'm writing, but I definitely can't do that. So yeah, that was the challenges. Other than that, like I'm learning Blender, which is difficult. I'm learning, like, I'm sorting through brushes, which is difficult because I can't just get the same brushes I had for Photoshop. The files aren't compatible. And on top of that, like most places that make brushes don't make CSP brushes or Manga Studio brushes, which is the same thing. They just make Procreate, Photoshop, and Illustrator brushes. So like I can't buy the brushes I like to use on Procreate. Like they're not available. So I have to find substitutions for all of that, which sucks.
I'm sorry.
And so
But you're saving so much money.
I mean, I bought 800 brushes, and this was a long time ago.
I thought you were about to say $800 worth of brushes.
No. I think it was like $30 or $40, and it was like,
just fell.
You're like, no, baby, no, honey.
My heart is in the middle of the earth right now.
The good thing is there's a lot of free resources that come with CSP. There's like a marketplace on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, it is cool. So like you can buy backgrounds. I think the one problem is that everything on there is a lot more manga like style, and it's just not the brushes that I use at all. Like I like really textured stuff. It's really hard to find that. And same with backgrounds. It's like this all feels like it belongs somewhere in Asia, like all the cars and a lot of like just the things are like this is Asian. This takes place basically in North America. Not really location specific, but yeah, so this just like doesn't work. So it's really hard to find like the specific thing that I have in mind, or just something that works just like the one I had on Procreate or in Photoshop or whatever. That's difficult. Learning Blender is difficult. It's not so bad. I did like a donut tutorial. I made a donut, and then I stopped when I was like, I don't need to know how to sculpt. I just need to know how to navigate stuff. So I'm like slowly learning Blender and things like that. It's all new things that are exciting, but also frustrating. And that's okay. I'll figure it out. It's just taking me a little bit extra time. So yeah, and then a future challenge, I'm probably going to have to go up in hours in work starting next semester, which is like just perfect that it lines up with when I want to be doing 40 hours of free work a week on my comic. So it's something that is making me freak out a little bit. Yeah, and I don't want it to affect the timeline. So it just means I'm gonna have to
hours.
What?
Are they just wanting you to raise your hours?
No, Tim's schedule is changing. He's gonna have to go down to part-time. So like it has to happen. The good thing is my work is flexible. The other good thing is like I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. I was freaking out earlier today. I'm way less freaking out now. And it's gonna be chill. You know what? Cause freaking Kerr like has a full-time job and does all this stuff anyways. So like I can just take like an ounce of the crazy syrup that he puts on his pancakes and then like
crazy syrup that he puts on his pancakes. That man is a machine.
Yeah, like I don't want to do the level that he's at, but if I could do
I wanted to be like him. I got the fly. I wanted to be like him. I'm so sorry. I wanted to be like him so like bad. I wanted his level of productivity, and then I tried it, and
yeah. At one point, a student in class asked him what his day-to-day looks like if he's making this much crap, and he explained it, and I was shaking I was behind him off to the side, grading papers, and was just like, no, I don't want to take a nap during my break because I have to, because I slept 4 hours. No.
He is a role model to me, and I want to be like him. I just genuinely don't think I have the capability to run.
He's doing the stuff that people say, oh, I had the stamina to do that in my 20s. I am not cut out for that anymore, right? I'm in my 20s. I'm not cut out for what he's doing. He's not in his 20s, and he's doing that.
Insane amount of respect.
Yeah. I mean, you're crazy, but I also respect you.
If anyone can do it, it would be you. Especially out of the three of us.
Out of the three of us, yes.
Out of the three of us, it would be you. Speaking of the three of us, we have sad news.
Yeah.
Kylie is not coming back to Art Chick.
And that's okay.
She got an amazing job, but it starts really early in the morning. I'm so sorry, guys. There's like 4 flies on me, and I'm just...
What?
They are these little... They're like gnats. They're like
tiny. We have gnats right now, right in it.
They're really little, and they like this light over here that I have on.
Yeah.
So I never turn it on, because I always just... all come from the kitchen.
And now they're all by your face.
Yeah. And they're just flying in my face. Anyways, Kylie got a great job, but it requires her to go to bed while Art Chick is happening.
Yeah.
So, she's not doing it anymore, which is fine. Yeah. But
you should still go. Oh, hi, Bruno. You should still go support her. She's still making stickers and stuff. And you should follow her on Instagram so you keep up with that. Yeah.
Anyways, that's our challenges.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what you need to do? Just slowly diminish how many hours you sleep. And then...
I know. Well, and also, you'll
be able to run on 3 eventually.
No, I can't. I did that my first couple semesters of college.
I did that for a long time, and then I got put on sleeping
meds. Horrendous.
Dude, it was amazing.
I had a point where I also the mental state of me was not great. I think I was gaining weight. I'm pretty sure I had a lot more nightmares. I have not had sleep paralysis probably since around then.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was horrible.
So you're just a healthier person now. Maybe
I'm a healthier person now. I remember at one point, I was just so stressed out of my mind. It was like crying in public kind of stress. Going to the bathroom and crying there. So no, I'm not I'm done with that. So yeah. I remember my mom at one point being like, Are you okay? And being like, yes.
I look back at my no sleep days fondly.
I can barely remember them.
Oh, okay. See, mine is a legitimate mental health. I have bipolar, and so when you're more manic high, I didn't have extreme highs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the longest I went was 72 hours.
So it was kind of
4
fun.
4 hours of sleep. Oh, it was a blast.
I didn't want to say it was really fun, but because I wasn't sure.
I was the most productive I have ever been in my life. And then I came up to school here, and they were like, "You need to sleep." And I was like, and then they put me on sleeping meds, and then that wasn't enough, so now I'm on 2.
Yeah, I mean,
and so now I'm my body's wait, sleep.
My body leans towards that. Yesterday, I was a monster this morning because I went to bed really late because I was no, I'm writing. Tim had fallen asleep, and I was
You're never texting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he fell asleep and he woke back up, and then he went back to sleep, and I kept writing. I went to bed at I was writing at midnight.
Oh wow.
And yeah, like I get where that comes from, except that it still wrecks me, and I like hit a wall, and it hurts when I hit it. You know, like yeah, like the most recent I think of was like back last Halloween or whatever, when I was just like, I'm just cranking stuff out. I don't know how I'm doing it. It feels weird. Something's wrong, but I'm riding the wave. And like it, half of it sucked. So like, I don't know. It's fun in the moment, but I don't think it works out that well for me.
It was a blast.
Yeah, like I can like
now
say
that
like I've
sorry.
had like mildly like like I relate to what you're saying on a smaller level, a much smaller level. And like those moments are like, wow, I'm insane. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. But yeah, then I like once it's over, I'm like, that was stupid. That was bad. But in the moment, I'm like, oh, I'm so productive. I'm never gonna stop being this productive. I'm awesome. So
yeah, I blame the doctors for ruining my sleep schedule by making it normal.
by making it normal.
No, I think that's one of the reasons I was so productive when I first met you still, because I didn't sleep as much.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
medicine hadn't taken its full, like, oh, we're supposed to have a sleep schedule. Now I get tired at like 10.
I am going to have to wake up earlier to make
For
stuff
work?
happen. I when that happens, like I'm going, because I'll be going into work at least an extra day. I might be going full time. I might just be hitting the part time cap instead. I don't know.
Okay.
We don't. It really depends on how finances pan out. But I'll be going to work earlier so that when I get home, I have more time to do this, which means that like the unwinding car ride, I have to wind back up when I get home to be productive again. It'll be for stuff I want to do more, so it'll a little bit
That should help.
easier. It'll help. But it'll be an adjustment, and I can do it because I've done adjustments before. You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah, that's the story of how it took 52 minutes for us to just get through challenges. Do we want to talk about next art check?
Yeah. So there's a couple of Disney pictures that I really like.
Yeah.
A lot of me and Jacob. And the issue is that it was hot outside, so we were kind of sweaty, but obviously we wiped off our sweat and stuff. But the sun was so bright that the highlights are just, it looks like we're like drenched in sweat, and we're not. We're like genuinely we're not.
It sucks when the sun's up, right?
So anyway, so I'm gonna mess with those and take down the highlights because I know he was also looking forward to those. If you're here and you're watching this and you made it this far, we actually need to start preparing for our first loan payoff post. So that, it's a small loan, but
wow, look at you.
Yeah, so it's only like $1,000 loan.
But hey,
so we're using one of the Disney pictures for that, and so I need to look at them. I need to choose. I need to figure it out. I gotta start making it. We'll be paying off the loan by the end of the month.
Nice.
So we'll be down to 9 loans, which is pretty cool. And it's just, like I said, it's just a small one. We're trying to chip at it.
Yeah.
And not be hit with a bunch of payments versus saving up. Because student loan repayments have been pushed back so much and there's no interest being collected, we're trying to get rid of, okay, if we have this one $5,000 loan left at the end, we can make really small payments on it and then just save and pay it off, versus if we have $3,000 loans on it, that's like 3 payments that we have to make a month type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. So we have to I have to edit pictures so this way he can look at them, so this way he can choose, and I have to start editing them, all this stuff. So at least just getting the highlights, just kind of cut down on those, and then 1 second. I have it pulled up on my second screen. Oh, I gotta do some like content marketing research. And
Nice.
come up with a brand, I think is what this class is.
Another one of those? My gosh.
Listen, man, I am set up. Next semester, I just choose if I want to do digital and social, completely finish visual. I tell everybody that I finished visual because I've done all the projects. I just never got the final grade. I literally have done all the projects, and I did the group project 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, or digital and social PR or visual, and then I graduate. It doesn't change my diploma. I just need a capstone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what this class is. I'm kind of confused on it. I was 5 minutes late to class today, and I didn't think it would make me that lost, but I guess it did. And then, yeah, that's it. I think I have to I will be coming up with a brand because I think that's what I'm supposed to do.
All right.
So it might be for naught, but there will be one. Oh, and I finished color matching this car for my brother.
Yeah, the colorblind person, but it's okay.
Is matching a dark red. They're literally 4 of the same.
You're like, I don't know, it's brown.
It's like, I don't know if my camera and my iPad are gonna cooperate for this. Probably not. Oh, that cooperated. Nope, not at all.
Now it's black.
Come on. Anyways,
it caught for a second.
4 dark reds, and they're all just brown.
The different levels of brown.
They're literally like, I feel like it's like a dark, I mean, I can see the dark red. They're all the freaking same though. I know they're not, because like I'm looking at their hex codes and I'm like, okay.
Wait, do you actually know what color range you're looking at when you look at a hex code?
What do you mean?
Like, can you tell that you're looking at a lighter, darker, cooler, warmer color when you're looking at a hex code?
No, but I want to get there.
I know that Fs are light. It's a light color if there's Fs. But that's about it.
No, basically I have this on Procreate, and all I've been doing is because I chose this color, and my brother said that, but darker. And so then I gave him like 5 circles.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, this one, but darker. And so then I did that. And then he said, that one's too dark, so go back. And so all I did.
So it's just I
went to the value
balance. Yeah. Like it's value. Yeah.
So this is what I stare at when I have to figure out colors, everybody. Specifically dark reds and dark greens. Everything else completely fine. That's why the brand is.
Yes. She is colorblind.
Yes, I am. I didn't know until I was 19. 19.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know until after I had started visual communications.
Oh my goodness.
I had no idea. A fun story because we're just chilling now.
Yeah.
I moved in with my family.
Yeah, this is the carpet thing, right? I had to
have been 19. Yeah. I know that this is blue. There's Stitch on this shirt. I'm not extremely colorblind. So it's like a slight, I can pass the colorblind tests, which is why it never was detected. So like where some people very clearly will see a 2, I can see it's more like a dotted 2, like a and so there's parts of it missing. So if I take a colorblind test and there's like, I see it, or this is like, I'm sure that this is what it is, I can't see anything at all, or I'm unsure, if I type in the numbers, I completely pass. If on the ones that I'm dotted, I say I'm not sure, that's when I fail. And that's when I get told I'm protanopia? I don't know. Anyways, I have some type of colorblindness. Yes.
You're red-green deficient, right?
But it's like, it's not big. Like I still color code stuff. My classes literally are like, I stick to yellows, blues, purples, those types of things.
The ones you can see.
Yeah, the ones I can 100% see.
Yeah.
But I do really like, I have a lot of red stuff, and I know that it's red. Yeah, I mean, like you've seen all my stuff. Like I can definitely tell colors.
Yeah.
Anyways, I moved in with my adopted family. because it was summer. And so I was 19. And I had just been adopted by my biological parents, never thought anything of this. And my mom was like, hey, come look at this bedroom. Like, come look at my new bedroom carpet. So I walked into her bedroom and I was like, what? And I'm like taken aback. My mom's like,
you thought it was green, right?
I thought it was like puke green.
Oh.
And I look at my mom, just straight face. I go, why would you get green carpet? And she says,
that when she's like, dude.
excuse me? And she was like, this isn't green. And my sister looks at me and she's like, this is not green.
I wouldn't have believed you.
I know. But the thing is that, like, you know me now. Like, when I was 19, like, I had just moved in with them and, like, I hadn't been taught, like, any social cues or anything. Like, there was no way for them not to believe me. Like, the astonishment on my face. Like, what are you doing? And my mom was like, what? This is dark brown. I was like, you guys are playing a joke on me. This is green. I swear to you, this is green.
Gosh.
And my mom was like, no. And I was like, all right, it's the lighting. And so I switched the lighting on the carpet. I like sit there, I stare at the carpet. I think I stared at the carpet for like 15 minutes. And then my parents, there's a chair that's been sitting, that's my dad's chair. My mom and my sister, we leave her bedroom. She goes, what color is dad's chair? And I said, it's green.
It was a wooden chair, right?
It wasn't wooden. No, it was like it was brown. It was definitely brown.
Oh, okay. I was like, watch. I was like, did Kayla grow up thinking that the bark of trees was green?
No, I didn't. That's what I said. I wasn't as colorblind as people think when I say I am colorblind. But no, my mom thought I was joking. My mom kind of thought I was joking, and she was like, "You're visual communications." And I was like, "Yeah." Dude. And like I remember like learning this, and I was like, I'm not colorblind. And then I remembered in like 5th grade, we were doing these colorblindness tests in class, and it was a red-green one. And the guy was like, and my professor was like, teacher was like, can you clearly see a 2? Raise your hand if you can't clearly see a 2, or something like that. And I raised my hand, and he was like, okay, go up to the top of the board and trace it. And so I'm staring at this like dotted board. It's like I have to like trace it with my finger. He was like, yeah, you're fine. I'm like, all right.
But like, you weren't.
I was not. And so I was like, maybe, like, I remember like in 5th grade at one point, I was like, maybe I'm colorblind. And then he was like, no, you're fine. I was like, okay. And so I went and sat back down.
It's because you're a woman. So they're like, it's unlikely.
Maybe.
Because red-green deficient is a lot more, colorblindness in general is a lot more prominent in men.
In men. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and it's not like hereditary or anything that I know, but it's just very, very slight. It really comes down to like, you have a dark, basically it's browns. Once I get into browns, and
it gets muddy for you, it gets real muddy.
Yeah, right? There's a very specific shade of brown. It gets very green, actually. There's a specific shade of brown, and I just can't see it. I haven't been able to find it. I think I found it
because you can't see it.
Yep, because I don't know.
Oh, it's the brown on a car, like the weird mocha.
We found it once in Rexburg. Like your couch behind you has like a green tint to it. I don't know green. If it actually does. Okay, I can't tell.
It is like a navy green couch.
Okay, it looks.
It's a little bit more on the dark olivey. It's like a warm green, but it's definitely green.
Yeah,
I could see you
in front of it and see.
This would look brown to you because it's definitely like. It is exactly what is bad for you. Like it's not only is it a green
brown with like a greenish tint maybe, but also that could just be the camera.
It's honestly that's part of it, but it's honestly a very neutral green. Like it's warmer than navy, like camo kind of color, but it's very close to that.
Yeah. So yes, I'm colorblind. It's really not that bad. And seriously, I just stick with blues and purples, and my brand does have greens in it. My new one, but it's like a sage green. You chose it, man. You chose the greens.
Oh, did I tell? Yeah, I told you to go mint, right? Yeah.
These are very obviously green.
Yeah.
There's no way that you can confuse these. For me, personally.
Which is funny because they're definitely warmer greens. I would say like one that has more blue in it. I'd be like, that's unmistakably green.
Yeah. The issue is too, I can't draw you what I think is green on like this thing.
Yeah.
Where is it? Or like what I think is brown on like the little color wheel thing.
Yeah.
Because I can see the colors because it
Because
doesn't
now
fit
you
it.
know. Yeah. You're like, oh, I see Roy G. Biv. I know where
Yeah.
I am now.
Yeah. So anyways, I tried to do like
Anyways.
a little color blindness app and show it to my friends, and I got pretty close, but it wasn't right. It
You
was
should try
still
the
too
glasses
colorblind.
sometime.
I don't think it's gonna do anything. I
No, it
genuinely
does. It does.
no. For people who like are very colorblind, I just think that I'm like it's so slight that it's not gonna change anything. Like I'm gonna look at a carpet and be like, wow, it's brown. Like it's not
You're
like it's
gonna
not like I'm like missing color in the world.
maybe watch you put on your glasses and be like, oh, green is way more pretty than I thought it was, or something.
I like green. I like bright.
But what
This
if
is
you
why
like
like
it
my
more?
favorite. This is why my favorite color is cobalt blue, and you hate it.
Yes, because Libert also, at one point, I realized what I had done afterwards was kind of rude, but I was
he
very
talked about it.
blunt. He did. Oh no! So at one point I was like, "That's why you're wearing blue like that." And he's like, "Yeah, I love blue," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like that's
bright blue shirt," and
it
you like
was
made
the
a comment about it.
strongest cobalt in the world. It was like glowing, and I was like, "That's why." I was like, "I'm sorry, I've just been." I was like, I've just been staring at your shirt all day, and I was like, "That's really blue." And he's like, "Yeah, I love blue." And then it just came together like, "Oh yeah, you can only see like blue and yellow. Of course, you're wearing a blue shirt." And so, but it was such a strong cobalt, and I was just like, "This, I just don't."
Favorite color.
I just don't see people wearing that. He wears like a vest coat thing, and like so he like dresses.
Maybe he still does wear that shirt.
A step above. I feel bad if he's.
I don't pay attention to what.
I hope because I tried to play it off of like. Yeah, I tried to play it off as like because I don't like cobalt, but I know he must love cobalt, and so I was like, it was just really, really blue, and I was just staring at it because it was so blue.
I don't know. I just remember seeing that shirt for the first time. I was like, that's like the best blue shirt ever. That's what I thought. I was like, that's a great blue shirt.
Oh, it was like my eyes, they burn. It's too blue.
No, and all of my stuff is blue. Like, I mean, you've been here.
You
my
like
backpack
blue.
Is blue.
Honestly, you have a lot of blue and red.
Mm-hmm.
Your Spidey colors. Your Spidey colors.
And Iron Man because his arc reactor is blue. And I do have some gold stuff. I just don't. Gold is a very hard color to find.
You're a lot more. If I were to put you into a color scheme, it'd be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I'm not that in that at all. Not a single second. I really like red, but you know what red I also like? I like the fire truck red.
Yeah, I know. You never said that, but I know that.
Yeah, no, I really like neon green, which is why I don't really like green that much because I don't work with it. I hate burnt orange with a burning passion. I hate that color. But I have that bright orange shirt that I wear. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I have one very bright orange shirt. Yeah, it's bright, man. When we get off there, I'll go grab it. I like yellow, but I own like a yellow romper, but I like highlighter yellow.
When I had white hair, I pulled off yellow. So I have some yellow things. Yeah, I don't go that far yellow. I went for like the mustard. This is my favorite
yellow.
I liked mustard. And I can still pull off mustard with brown hair, but with white hair, it was great.
This is the color of my shirt.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure you do have a shirt that bright. I just can't remember it in particular. Anyways, we should wrap this up. I haven't done my next art check. Next art check, because tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'm going to write, and I'm probably going to finish episode 50, which is crazy to me. Like, every number is like, freaks me out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do more than that, but I don't know what. I need to write, so.
You just do it.
I really need to write.
I also want to read your stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so behind. I'm like 20 episodes behind.
Don't read that webtoon I recommended to you at the same time because it's way better than mine.
No, it's not.
And no, I'm serious. Like I read it sometimes and I feel self-conscious.
Yeah, but that's because you're the one, because you're experiencing it. You're experiencing like this dysphoria. You're experiencing. What is it called? Oh, Kerr. What is it called? Oh no, imposter syndrome.
No, but like
desperately hoping he was in the chat.
This is two creators. There's music in it, but on top of that, it's a very similar genre. It's not the same
Emily,
genre,
stop comparing
but there's action in it. And I was just like, I could only hope to write this good. And Kayla's just
I'm not here for you comparing yourself.
I'm just saying, my rule is you can't read that and then read mine. You can't read them on the same day. You can't do that. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't even downloaded Webtoon.
Cool. Don't read it until
Emily,
you're done reading mine.
Seriously, anytime you get imposter syndrome now about your comic, I genuinely am just going to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to refuse to speak until you believe that you are a worthwhile, amazing comic creator. And
stop! You haven't even seen. I haven't even made anything yet. I've just written. No! I'm saying you can't compare. You can't be like you're amazing. If I haven't done the thing yet, technically, publicly. Anyways, I'm only going to dig myself deeper in this, so I'm gonna stop now because I don't think there's a way out of this other than to just stop. So
we're not here for self-deprecation. I'm not here for you being self-deprecating about your comic that is amazing.
Okay.
That's the type of positivity.
That's the kind of support we give each other.
The positivity is being forced.
Positivity through negative reinforcement, right?
Literally,
that's technically negative reinforcement,
isn't it?
Okay,
it's better than me just like I can also just do this. You start talking bad about yourself. I'm just gonna. Nope.
And then you can give me like you can just be like, no. When is your comic going on Webtoons? I need to finish writing season 1, and then I need to make a really serious backlog, and then I'll be posting. But there's still a lot of prep work that has to be done. I have to make backgrounds, blah blah, a lot of stuff.
Her goal is before mid 2022.
Yeah, that's my goal. Is technically it won't be super early, but at some point they can be still considered early 2022 because I'm getting impatient. So, yeah, that's when it's getting close. It's getting there.
And it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you.
I've already read.
I will just accept and be
thank you,
yes,
Emily.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. You're. I could just dedicate an episode. And
no,
I want
to. No.
To just
I'll suck that up until after I've released it because then I have to talk about it a lot. You know? Mm-hmm. I'll save it for then because then it'll be a lot more bearable to be like listening to people compliment me. But at the moment, it's a little bit harder. Because I'll accept compliments then because I have to. Like it's good for me at this point to accept it. Anyways. Because I'll have to be like, yeah, it's awesome. Go read it. I'm not going to be like, yeah, it's stupid. Go read it. You know what I mean? Anyways. Like I can't be like, I don't like it. Go read it. I have to be like, yeah, it's awesome. Go read it. So I might as well at that point also be accepting compliments.
I just force my compliments onto you. You're not allowed to.
You can't speak.
What?
I'm just getting more and more flustered.
I'm just going to continue to force compliments to you.
Okay. I'm just
I
getting
do it
more
off
and
the
more.
air. I talk about how great your comics are.
I know. I don't know why I
friends
can't
are so
handle it
excited.
right now.
I'm sorry. I'm overwhelming you. This is mean. I'm gonna
It's
stop
okay.
now.
No, I should learn. All artists should learn to accept compliments with grace and thank yous. And it's just more difficult for me to do that today. It shouldn't be, but it just is today. And that's okay. The best medicine is just more practice.
There is going to be no negative reinforcement here. The more that you talk bad about your comic or tell the viewers that you are not as good as somebody else, I am just going to sit there, and every time that you say it for the next 2 minutes, and this is in real life too, like, not, this is real life. This is not on Art Check 2. This is like genuinely just us talking and texting. I am seriously just going to sit there and tell you how great you are until you think that thought, and in your head you realize that you're as good.
But I'll still need critical feedback.
Yes, no, obviously.
Okay, because that'll scare me more. You refusing to tell me bad things, that'll scare me even more.
No. Hey, I've been honest with you thus far. Yes.
Thank you. I'm accepting the compliment.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay, let's end this because I really want to know what you have to say about my title.
Yes.
And we're over anyways.
We're over. It's been crazy.
Dude, we chatted the whole time.
Yeah, thanks.
I told you. Yeah,
it was Frank.
Yesterday she was like, "What should we do for the topic?" And I was like, "You want to do a topic? We won't get to it. We won't do it." And I was like, "Let's just do chatty. Let's just get chatty." And look, it was not hard at all. Anyways, we went over doing that.
Let mother.
I guess it's time to wrap
into
up.
the live stream, like, swing of things, because I forgot to do the banners. It wasn't gonna.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you want to follow me, and kind of my husband ish, he mostly participates behind the scenes. It's mostly me. But he has made an Instagram post. He actually did it himself. Yeah, you can find it. He literally started it with like, "Hi, it's me." Like, "Hi, it's Jacob."
Aw, cute.
Yeah. He did it while we were in Disney World. He took my phone and everything. But if you want to follow me, go to @DavisAssembled. This is a brand that I talked about. Emily got to announce the brand name. And do you have something to say?
No.
Oh, you're just moving your hands a lot.
Providing interest.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So that way, there you go. Anyway, so this is just mine and my husband's page. You'll see a lot of photography, a lot of everyday life type of stuff. We're trying to get out of debt and working on adopting a kid. Well, working towards adopting a kid, but we want to be out of debt first. And we also can't figure out how to adopt a child because it's very complicated and young, so it's harder. But yeah, just kind of figuring out all that stuff and seeing projects and whatnot. Go there. If you want to find Emily, just go to Gumanelli, literally on Twitter, Facebook, Gumanelli.com,
Instagram.
Pay Gumanelli money on Venmo.
You only know that because you were like, "What's your Venmo?" And I was like, "What do you think?"
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
Gumanelli.com.
Gumanelli.com. It'll be on Webtoons. It's everywhere. Go find her. She's not on Twitch, but I think she's everywhere else.
I'd like to be on Twitch.
She's on TikTok.
Don't go there, but I am there. There's like 2 videos.
There's 2 videos. She hasn't posted in a very long time. But go follow her there, because when she has her webtoon, maybe people will want her to go on TikTok. Maybe. We never know.
Who knows?
And then just that's it. And we will see you guys on Monday. Emily, are you on Ko-Fi?
I am not. I'll start a Patreon if the comic builds up because I would like to make, some money from it. So, but I'm just letting it.
Well, the thing about coffee is
Do
that they
its
can
thing.
just send you money.
Yeah.
So they just follow you and just send you money.
Yeah. Well, like I have a plan worked out for what I would do for tiers that are pretty simple. So, yeah.
I don't know anything about Patreon.
It's pretty similar, I'm pretty sure.
That's everything we have. If you have any topic suggestions,
yeah, go ahead, put it in there.
Send it to us.
Yeah.
Please.
DM us on any of the places that we said, or comment in this video, and we'll see that. Kayla will see
Don't DM me on Twitter. It's not, if you're already following me on Twitter, don't. I don't even know how to access it.
What? There's a messages button that looks like an envelope, I'm pretty sure. It's not hard to find DMs on Twitter. Yeah.
Nobody's DM'd me. I think.
Yeah,
no, I've definitely gotten DMs
there's
before.
not really a reason to DM people a lot of time on Twitter.
I don't know. Just don't use Twitter to get me. That's why I'm only saying Instagram. But that's the end. Bye, guys.
Bye.